Hello, welcome to Spøttrup in Denmark, where we are ready for Group 2 in today's jousting events. This is the second group of 3 altogether, and already the knights have started parading for the crowd. As you can see, there's quite a lot of people here, but there is still room for more. So if you're nearby, come down to Spøttrup Borg in Jylland, or Jutland, as some would say. I will try to guide you through the events here today as best I can. What you're seeing right now is the field with the list, and the red ribbon you can see in front of you, in front of the black wall, is what's called a counter list, and it's there to make sure the horses don't stray from the black wall. I'll come back to the details later. We're already ready for the first joust, which is Eddie Rigney, or Eddie the Hitman from the United States, versus, I believe, is Clifford from... No, sorry, this is Lucas. I am sure this is Eddie Rigney from the United States. You can see by his caparison and shield with the bald eagle and everything. No. Okay, this will be a joust between the man you just saw with the American caparison, Eddie the Hitman Rigney, and Lucas B from Poland. The 5 knights that will be jousting in this group is from the United States. 2 men, Eddie Eastwood and Raven Eastwood and Eddie Rigney, and you will have 2 Australians, Cliff and Renee. They're a married couple, and here we go. First joust now. Eddie Rigney and Lucas from Poland. And what a great start! Lucas broke his lance. Nothing happened to Eddie's as far as I can tell. Of course, the point here is to hit the knight in the right place. That is the shield. The point is not to hurt anyone, least of all the horses. They are all taken good care of, and they are safe, and they are experienced in this kind of event. The knights get 3 points for striking the shield and breaking the lance. Then they can get an extra point if they break the entire first part of the lance. And they get 1 point for hits elsewhere within the legal zone, that is the arm. You're not allowed to hit the head or below the belt of the knight. Here comes Lucas and Eddie again. Let's see. Breaks for Lucas again. And nothing for Eddie as far as I can see. Each knight in the group will joust the other knights 4 times in the first rounds. So there will be plenty of action here today from Spøttrup. Eddie Rigney getting ready. Lucas is ready. Here we go. Once more, a great hit from these 2 very experienced knights. This time Eddie got the best hit. So he will get 3 points for that. There are judges at either end of the list, and they award points according to the hits they see. And they tell this to a main judge. Lukas Dutkiewicz. I'm not Polish, I'm not American, I'm Norwegian, so Polish names are a bit difficult for me, but I'll try my best. Here we go. Wow, that's a wonderful hit, a strong hit. And we can see Lucas's lance broke in half at least. And that is something he gets lots of points for. Let's see the replay. Yes. I believe he's hit the right place, so... And now the knights greet each other in a friendly manner, because this is, of course, friendly competition. The lances, you can see, are 3.2 meters long. Let's get ready for the second joust. Cliff versus René, I believe. No, that's not René, that's Eddie. No, sorry, Raven Eastwood from the United States, with the black caparison and the gold embellishments. And the other one with the black caparison with white patterns, the Maltese crosses. That's Cliff from the United States. I'll tell you more about these fine knights later. The Maltese cross is not an accident. Cliff was born on Malta. Here we go, another joust by these two fine knights. And great hits for both knights. You can see the pieces of the lances flying away. Yes, great lance. Cliff is 47 years old, and Raven is just 22. So of the two, Cliff is the more experienced one. Take a close look at his shield now. You'll see there's a star there, and that's not by accident. He is a genuine knight, properly knighted in the Order of the Star. Here we go, another joust. Wow. I'm not sure how the judges are gonna see the difference between these two. They're both accomplished knights. Look at this. That's solid wood. The lances are prepared in advance, and they are solid wood, but they are linked so that when they break in a safe way to avoid splinters that could hurt horses or riders. Raven Eastwood, true to the end. He's 22 years old, and he's only been jousting for 5 years. Austin, Texas. You might think cowboys came from there, and they do, of course, but not Raven. He's looked into an even older tradition and has been at it for 5 years, and he's already won a title. Last year in November he won a tournament called List on the Lake, which is in Texas. That's hosted by another of today's riders, Mr. Steve Hemphill. Here we go. No, that's just a friendly pass. The marshal with the flag in the middle of the field is Mr. Egil Mo from Norway, himself an accomplished rider, and from time to time he's also done both what's called skill at arms, and he's done jousting, but not in recent years. The banner is no accident. I'll tell you later why he carries the banner of Isle of Man. Here we go. Great joust once more by these excellent knights. Apparently Clifford is most happy, and he had reason to. The shields are curved. This ensures that they don't fly up into the helmet and sticks in the helmet. And the helmet itself is designed so as to protect the face and especially the eyes in the best way possible. When they ride against each other, you can see there's only a small slit through which they can see. And so they have to aim and guide their horse seeing only through this small slit, which is maybe 2 centimeters wide. Clifford there, with apart from the star, he also carries the emblem of St. George on his shield. An accomplished rider, together with his wife Renee, they breed horses and they train jousts and do jousting for a living in Australia, in Victoria, Australia. This is Lukas Dutkiewicz. And his joust. Here we go, another joust. Great hits from both knights. Let's see. Oh, that blue lance almost got stuck in the pauldrons, the shoulder guards of the other knight. But he's okay. Raven Eastwood now versus Lukas from Poland. These knights are of world-class level, and so you see they almost hit every time. You can see that shield has taken some blows. They're getting ready for another pass or another joust. Here we go. Oh! This is not a sport for the squeamish. It looks quite tough when they hit each other, but remember they have plate armor with padding on, and injuries are very rare. But right now something seems to have happened with Lukasz. He's getting help from his teammates from Poland. He seems to got his arm pulled out. Injuries happen, but never really serious ones. There is a type of jousting called jousting with solids. This is not it. But Mr. Eddie Rigney, who is he riding now, versus René. And Cliff, his friend from Australia, they're both champions of solid jousting. This is Renee Marisma. She's 31 from Australia, married to Clifford Marisma. They told me earlier today that their marriage is perfect. If they have any disagreements, they take it out on the joust. I'm not sure if that's something marital guidance counselors would recommend. Let's see, Eddie Rigney versus René Marisma. Oh, great. Both these knights have won titles. René Marisma started jousting in 2019. She is 31 years old. And this is her first overseas joust tournament. But she's a great knight. She won her very first tournament. And her shield carries the emblem of Saint Gertrude, which she told me is the patron saint of cats. Apparently, Clifford and Renee share their home with 30 cats. Imagine. Here we go. Oh! Great horsemanship, great hits from both knights. Lances broken. This takes a hard toll on our storage of lances. They're of course made from solid Norwegian wood. These two are excellent knights. They really have good horsemanship, good control over the horse and over themselves. Just look at this. Yeah. Even when the lance fell, the horse didn't flinch. And remember, these two have traveled from Australia and the US here to Spøttrup in Denmark. So the horses are not their own. They met these horses about 4 or 5 days ago. And still they can do this with totally unknown horses. The horses are... Eddie is riding Argon. René is riding Octavia. Both of which are Polish. The horses, that is. All the non-European contestants in this championship ride horses they have borrowed from a Polish group, the Polish group where Lukasz is from. A bit skittish there. Argon, which Eddie rides. But these horses are still impressive animals. They have done this many times, but of course they can have a bad day. I'm not sure what's happening. Seems maybe Eddie withdraws. Lukas is riding up. Getting the thumbs up there from here we go. Lukas and Clifford. Splendid jousting. Here we go, look at this. That's just the way it should be done. It seems brutal. And remember, the knight has to make sure he draws the force from the lance through himself and into the body of the horse. If he takes all this in his own body, he may stand the risk of falling off and even worse. But these guys know what they're doing. I'm glad it's not me. Here we go. There's bright sunshine and a very hot day here in Spøttrup, so maybe both horses and men are feeling the heat. And they've already done 3 days of jousting and skill at arms. That is something, a quite different event. They don't wear their solid plate armor then. They wear medieval clothes, and they do technical stuff like collect rings, riding with spears at targets, and even shooting arrows from the horseback. Lukas Dutkiewicz and Clifford Marisma. The marshal with his Isle of Man flag, readying them. Here we go. Not so strong, that. The marshal, Egil Mo, the man you see with the banner in the middle there. He's Norwegian, and he's from a family in Norway and Sweden called Skanke, and they trace their lineage back to the ancient kings of Isle of Man. And thus he carries the banner of Isle of Man as his personal banner. An accomplished rider in his own right. And all the other people you see running around on foot, carrying lances and generally helping the knights, most of them are Norwegians. Wonderful joust. Yes, Lukas and Clifford, they really know what they're doing. They're competing for points in these events. And look at this joust. Great stuff. They're competing for points, and eventually there'll be a final round tomorrow. And if you're in nearby, you should try and catch that, or you can see it here. Clifford and Lukas are done. Two Americans now, Raven Eastwood and, this is Eddie Rigney. Getting ready to ride against each other. These Americans don't hold back. Both of them are really great riders and really great guys as well. Look at this. I think Eddie got the better of Raven there. Of course, Eddie Rigney's caparison is non-standard for medieval times. But then again, had the United States existed in 1450, there would be knights with this kind of caparison. That's the cover of the horse. You could also see Eddie's connection to the south of the US, which he shares with Raven Eastwood. Getting ready for another joust. I'm not sure of the temperature outside in Spøttrup today, but I would say well into the 20 grades, sorry. And so imagine, these guys are sitting there with 30, 40, maybe 50 kilograms of steel on their bodies and thick padding on the inside. Water is essential to them. Eddie and Raven getting ready now. Here we go. Yes. Great breaking of the lance of Eddie and Raven. Here we go. Look. Yes. I think maybe Eddie missed the target, so he might not have gotten any points for that. They're done riding it against each other, shake hands, in this manner of true gentlemen. Yep, Eddie Rigney there. Oh, great stuff. I think both lances broke, and when the lance breaks all the way down to the first joint, the knight gets an extra point for that. Raven also rides a borrowed horse, of course, and his horse is Gloria. Eddie's horse Argon there, slightly skittish. But they're getting ready for another pass. Here we go. Great hit. Raven missed, it seems. At least his lance didn't break. But Eddie's broke all the way down. You can see the force with which the knights hit each other. The horses themselves weigh about 500, 600 kilograms. They come at each other at speed and gallop. So this is quite a heavy blow to the shoulder. Clifford and Renee, the married couple. They seem to be on friendly terms. Good thing. When they come back home to Australia, everything will be hunky-dory, as some might say. There you can see it. Married knights. You'd never see that in 1450. This sport has always been for spectacle and for training, but it originates in training for war, where they use spears. Now look at this pass again. Here we go. Yep. I think the lady of the house got the better of her husband there. No, they were the other way around, sorry. And if you're wondering why I say nej, it's because I'm Norwegian. I'm sorry, but that's just a fact. Not total agreement between the two there. And while the emblem on the shield is Saint Gertrude, it's made in the likeness of Renee herself, Renee Marisma, and her cat. Yep. Both of them hit, both lances broke, but Renee's broke more than Clifford's. Look at this. The tips of these lances are made from rubber. This ensures that both horses and riders, knights, are safe. Here we go. Wow, great stuff from Renee Marisma and Clifford Marisma. Clifford takes his knighthood as a Knight of the Order of the Star seriously. They are properly knighted, and they do charity work and other stuff in Australia. It means to him that he has made an oath once. He's swore an oath to this order, and to him it's a matter of honor to keep it. So those who thought that these were only knights for show, I can tell you Clifford Marisma is a real true knight. As is the others, even though they may not by law, be allowed to put sir or madam in front of their name. As Clifford is. That's Marisma versus Poland's Łukasz Dutkiewicz. Łukasz has a call from the battlefields as his motto. And in 2015 he took part in the reenactment of the Battle of Waterloo, where 700 cavalry-clad gentlemen reenacted that famous battle from history. Łukasz and René now. Yes, great stuff from both. Seems to me that René got the best hit. Let's see this. Yeah, but Łukaš's lance hit the shield as well. You could see René taking the hit. Łukasz Dutkiewicz eyeing his opponent across the list. The lady of the heart and cats, René Marisma. Splendid white caparison. The marshal gives his signal. Here we go. Look at the speed the horses get in such a short period of time. They're fast and strong. Two broken lances from one pass. Great points for both knights. Remember, they're fighting to come to be in the final tomorrow, and they're fighting for the title of European champion, currently held by Ole Buck, who won it in 2016 when the the tournament was held here the last time. Ole Buck is a native of Denmark. He rode in Group 1 earlier today. So check that out if you missed it. Come on. Wow. This is great stuff we're seeing here. This is top class jousting from both knights. Yes. They hit the shield, they hit it correctly, they get points. Łukasz there, going. Great hits from both again. Lance is broken. There'll be plenty of kindling for us in Spøttrup today. Tonight we will get our fire started. Danish visitors to the Spøttrup Museum there, enjoying the sun and great sportsmanship here in Spøttrup, or Spøttrup, as the Danes would have put it. Mr. Eddie Rigney there, hold my beer and watch this. That's his motto. He missed the shield of Clifford. His helmet taken off, maybe. Let's see. No. These two great knights getting ready for another pass after each other. Eddie's horse, skittish but ready. Here we go. Yes, great hit from both. And the kindling flies through the air. Both knights quite happy. Look at this. You can see these lances. They are almost 4 meters long, and they weigh about 2.5 kilograms. So it's quite something to control the tip of that one when you're holding it at one end. And when you, in addition, have to see through a slit, narrow slit in front of your eyes. I was about to say try this yourselves, but honestly, don't try this at home. These guys have trained for this for years. Here we go. Another joust. Another pass. The red lance broke. Eddie Rigney scored a hit. I think the blue lance is still whole. Let's see the replay. Yeah, he scored a hit, so maybe just a tip flew off. Good friends, these two. Know each other for many years. St. George and the Bald Eagle together in the field. Here we go, Renee versus Raven. Raven missed, and I think maybe Renee did as well. They could be getting tired these nights. It's hot outside and they are inside this. Some would call it tin can, but I don't think that's the proper way to describe a knight's plate armor, fluted as it is here with Raven. This is excellent craftsmanship. The armor is made, tailor-made to the knight. It won't fit anyone else. Every piece of it hammered out by hand. There's no aluminum or anything like that on these armor. Renee Marisma preparing her horse. Raven Eastwood on the other side, waiting for a lance. The white mark is where they have to hold it. If they hold it incorrectly, they might get deducted points. Look at this. Yes, great stuff from these two knights. The replay shows exactly how strong this is. Raven's pauldron flew off That might cause René to lose a point, but I'm not sure. After all, it's Raven's own duty to keep his armor safe so it doesn't break. I can see Clifford Marisma drying his face here, sweaty and warm, but focused. This is Raven Eastwood parading and getting ready for another joust. That man on foot there, not the one who gave the lance, but the other one, that's Steve Hemphill. He's a legend in the US. Great run, great pass. Both of them scored hits. Steve Hemphill will be in Group 3. That'll ride from 5 o'clock today. Come back then and you will see more jousting from Spøttrup in Denmark. The European Championship. Open European Championship. This group of jousters are done. They ride up together and together they greet the crowd here at Spøttrup. They seem quite happy by what they've seen. Remember, this is not just a spectacle. This is not just a show. These are true sportsmen and true sports heroes. The crowd looking pleased there. They would, of course, be. Yeah. So we'll see some of the highlights from today's jousting. This is Lukas taking a lance almost to the neck. Lukas Turkiewicz from Poland. And here we have Eddie Rigney. That spikes seem to flow up into his helmet, but everything is okay. Just remember the force they get hit with when a horse and rider comes against you, and every ounce of force is in the tip of the lance. Raven Eastwood looking good in his black caparison against Eddie Rigney, and he broke his lance, which means he gets points. This is Clifford Marisma versus his wife, René Marisma, the second married couple here in Spøttrup today. And this is René with her patron saint of the cats. She's an Eddie once again. That's a strong hit. These are powerful people, so on their horses. Raven Eastwood, 22 years old, jousted for 4 years and already an accomplished knight. This is Raven again, and look how that lance breaks. Very well. That was all we had for this group of jousters here from Spøttrup. My name is Håkon, the Norwegian, trying his best to speak English in a way you can understand, saying goodbye and come back at 5 o'clock. Thank you very much.